Here you recorded the grade level and instrument of everyone in the middle school rock band below. You got 7th and 8th graders. Based on these results, express the probability that a 7th grader chosen at random will play the guitar as a percent to the nearest whole number. So again, we'll look at this as a probability. And we'll start with the fraction, I guess. But it does say that it wants the answer changed to a percent eventually. You guys try this one out. Take 1 minute, try it out, then we'll go over it. So the first thing I'd look at on this one is that they are asking for 7th graders only, which means we don't actually even need the 8th grade numbers, which is, it's possible that it could be a mistake that students would use the 8th grade stuff, and depending on how the problem was worded, you could. But in the way this one's worded, we are not going to be using the 8th grade numbers. So, for our fraction, because we'll start with the fraction, we do need the total number of 7th graders. So, I'm going to add these together and just figure out how many total 7th graders, I guess, are in this band. So 2 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5, looks like it's 18. And again, that's going to be my denominator for my fraction for my probability. All right, that looks pretty good. And then it said they're going to be chosen at random. How many of these are going to, or the probability you're going to play the guitar or find a guitar player. There you go. Well, it looks like there's 2 students that are in 7th grade in the rock band that play guitar. So that's going to be 2 out of 18. Of course, we do want the percentage here. So I'm going to type in 2 divided by 18 in my calculator. Okay, so this reads right now 2, and I'm using the division button, not the N over D button. Here, and even before I push enter, I'm going to push that second button, because remember, I'm trying to get this to be percent. So I push second, and I want the calculator to change this to a percent, so I'm pushing the closed parentheses button. It's just one button above 9. And now if I push enter, the calculator will change this into a percentage for me. Of course, it's showing the decimal, which isn't a big deal. Right now it's showing 11 point, a lot of ones repeating. But it is also showing the percent symbol, which is pretty good. But now we got to look here and say, well, we wanted this rounded to the nearest whole number. Well, that'd be the 1 in the 1's place value. And since the place value to the right, the 10th place value is 1, it's less than 5, which means all I'm going to do is make these phantom zeros. So it appears that the probability, at least for this rock band here, that if you were to choose one of the band players randomly, and the chances that you would choose a guitar player randomly would be about 11%, at least if we rounded the nearest whole number. That's it right there.